Alright, so with your counters, let's put 5 on the yellow side, and let's put 3 over here, and let's see if we have an equal amount or if the green side is greater than or less than the pink amount. So, it's kind of confusing when there's just dots scattered around. So I think I'm going to line mine up like this and then take my connecting lines and connect them. So I have those match up, and I have these that match up, and I have these. Alright, but then I have these 2 dots. So that means that the green side is greater than the pink side. But let's try a practice one. So let's clear this off, and let's have you guys do it yourselves this time, and I'll do it too. Let's put, say, let's do 7, make it a little harder. And let's put 4 over here. And so, in order to figure out which side has more or less, let's use the connecting lines again. It makes it just a little easier. So I'll line these guys up, line them up again. See, it's a little harder without the 10 frame because that gives us an instant visual of what we're doing, but this is also helpful when we can move the stuff around. So I'll connect these and the next one. So we have 2 that are connected, 3 that are connected, 4 that are connected, and then there's not one over here to go with this one. So it looks like we're done. So if there's no more dots to connect over here, the one that has dots without connections to it means that this side is greater. So this time the pink is greater than the green side, so the green side has less than the pink side. But what if I took away these 3? Then what would we have? Well, we would have it be equal because every dot has a partner. So you can see right there.
Practice this at home. Look at the picture and make your spots and papers look like this and try to solve the problem by yourself. Pause the screen to set up your manipulatives so that you can do the problem on your own. Now try this problem. Make sure that you are writing down your answers on the worksheet.
To the worksheet, we are going to use our connecting lines, our dots, and our pieces of paper to help us get some strategies to use on the worksheet. I'm going to take a few dots and put them on the green paper, and I'm going to put some dots on the pink paper. And I know that on the PowerPoint I had them lined up in 10 frames like we practiced in class, but now we're going to try it scattered like this because the worksheet isn't always going to be lined up like the 10 frames were. So I'm trying to figure out if there's more, less, or if it's equal to on the green paper than the pink paper. There's one strategy that I can do is just count them. So I see 1, 2, 3. I'm going to write 3. And on the pink paper I see 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I don't remember if 3 is greater than, less than, or equal to 4, then I can draw tally marks. So by the 3, I'm going to draw my tally marks. 1, 2, 3 tally marks. And I'm going to write a number 3 by it. And I'm going to write a number 4 underneath that so I can line the tally marks up. And I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 tally marks. So one thing that I can do is I can cross off the tally marks that go together. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm left with 1 tally mark. And that 1 goes with the 4. And remember, if you have an unmatched item with a number, that means that it is greater than. So that means 4 is greater than 3, which means that 1, 2, 3, 4 dots is greater than 1, 2, 3 dots, which means there are more dots on the pink paper than on the green paper. Another way we can do it is we can use our connecting lines. Even though they're scattered, it's okay. We can still use them. So I'll connect these dots. I'll connect the next set of dots. And then the last one. And it looks like there's one left over here, which is a good way to check our answer from before. And remember, if we have something unpaired, that means that that belongs on the side that has more. So again, the pink side has more than the green side.
Practice this at home. Look at the picture and make your spots and papers look like this and try to solve the problem by yourself. Pause the screen to set up your manipulatives so that you can do the problem on your own. Now try this problem. Make sure that you are writing down your answers on the worksheet. Alright, so now you need to get this worksheet out, and the directions say to draw the greater than, less than, or equal to sign on the line for each number. Use the blank area to draw tally marks, numbers, or other helpful things that helped you solve the problem. So for number 1, here's our line that we're going to be writing our greater than, less than, or equal to sign on, and that's our alligator. And so let's go ahead and solve this one together. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs. So I'm going to go over here and write the number 4 to help me out. And it looks like we have 1, 2 cats. So if I don't know if 2 is greater than, less than, or equal to 4, one way that I can solve that is to draw tally marks. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 tally marks, and I'm going to draw 1, 2 tally marks down here, and now I'll cross them off. So I'll cross those off, I'll cross the next ones off, and I'm left with 2. So remember, if we are left with 2, then that means the one that we are left with has more. So 4 is greater than 2, which means we have more dogs than cats. We have 2 more dogs than cats. So if you remember, Alfie always wants to eat more, so we're going to draw his mouth going towards the dogs. Alright, now let's do number 2 together, and then you'll need to do the rest of the worksheet by yourself. But don't worry, you guys will have plenty of strategies to help you out. So number 2, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 sailboats. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beach balls. And let's say I didn't really like the tally marks the first time, so let's try something else. Let's use our connecting lines again, and it's okay that we can't line them up because we practiced that on our pink and green sheets of paper. So we saw that we could do connecting lines without lining them up, so let's try that. So line this sailboat up with this ball, connect the sailboat to this ball, and there we go. So all the sailboats are connected, and it looks like there's 2 beach balls left. So if we have some that are left over, that means this side has more. So we can tell then that Alfie needs to have his mouth towards the beach balls because there are more beach balls. So let's go ahead and draw him in. And he wants to eat the beach balls because there's more of them. So there we go. Now do numbers 3, 4, and 5 on your own and bring this worksheet to class tomorrow so we can check the answers.